mates, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Prison Architect. Yes, you knew it was only a matter of time before I decided to cover this game. After all, I've had it in my library for forever, practically. I bought it when it was very early access. I've played a bit, but I decided to hold off until it was finished. Now it's finished, I'm no longer holding off. For those of you who are unaware of the game, and I can't imagine that there are very many of you who fall into that category, it's about designing and then running a prison. Marvellous. Okay, so one of my favourite features of the game is the ability to actually plan stuff out. And I guess this is where the architect part of Prison Architect comes from, is you can actually lay your prison out before you get stuck in and build the thing. So I'm just going to lay out a fairly cheap and cheerful kind of starting prison to begin with, and we'll extend it over time. And basically, once we've generated a bit of cash off this prison, we'll sell it and we'll build a second one. So as far as my design principles go, I like to, I stick with the kind of the standard format that they give you to start with, and there you go. So that's going to be holding about there. Let's get rid of some of this. Like I say, I've played probably 10 hours of the game so far, and I got a reasonable understanding of it. But I wouldn't go so far as to say that I was any kind of an expert. But here we go. We're on day one, and our work crew is going to arrive shortly. And actually, you know what? I should possibly should have done is had another quick go at this beforehand, just to remind myself of some of the fundamentals. Where are we going? I need walls, which is here. Concrete wall versus brick versus perimeter. Well, let's not muck about. In fact, since this is only my starter prison, I'll go with concrete for the time being. Because otherwise this is going to drain my my cash resources quite distinctly. Equally, there may be stuff included in the game that wasn't when I last played it. We'll find out in short order, I'm sure. Let's just get this going. So we've basically, we've got 23 hours 55 minutes before my first load of prisoners actually arrive. That's okay. I mean, we'll have something done by that point, I'm sure. Let's get some foundations going here. Building brick right underneath there, and then another one about there. Yeah. So I'm going to build up. What am I building to start with? I'm going to build a basic holding cell to get things going. In fact, I've got to read the CEO's letter. Here you go. I'll leave that there. If you want to read it, pause. Got it? Right. Off you go. We've got here come the prisoners we've got coming in. Jolly good. Right, and I want to look at the grants. And basically we can take 2 grants, and what those will do is some of them will give me some cash up front, some on completion. I think we'll obviously take the basic detention centre, and we'll have and we'll take the administration centre as well. So some pay up front, some pay on completion, some split that revenue midway each time, and that's cool. What I'm going to do, however, is I am going to buy another couple of workmen just to get things moving, and we'll have a cook. Not a cook, he's a guard. See, the cook says cook underneath, the guard says guard underneath. Yes, if you'd expected this to show me off in a dramatically more competent light than usual, you're wrong. I'm not going to be any more competent than I have been in the past. But the challenge to start with is, actually getting stuff done inside the 22 hours I've got allowable to begin with. I'm also going to want some cells relatively soon, but actually that's not going to be a problem, because this, once they've built these foundations, we'll turn that into a holding cell, which will mean that I can at least lock up the first 8 prisoners I've got coming in, and then we'll move on from there. And it looks like they've just about done there. So let's make this a holding cell, something like that, I believe. I'm going to put an entrance on it first. Yes, see what I mean? It would have benefited me to actually play some of this before getting to work on it again. And then I want that on there. And if I don't believe you have to rotate these, I think you can put them in on any facing, and it acts as though they're facing the right way. Pretty sure. So those prison doors, basically, you need a guard present to open them. Later on, you can use all kinds of wizard electronic behaviour in order to make that happen more effectively, where you don't necessarily need people present. But this is going to be my my holding cell right here, and I'll lead that into the yard once we're done, so that we can get that going. This we'll use as a storage area, and I need to get a kitchen built as well. So actually, let's get that going. Now, I'm not going to be building anything complicated to start with. It's not going to be particularly sophisticated. It's just going to be functional. Basically, I want to keep people locked up. I want to make enough profit so that I can move up to my my next challenge. So let's bang in. So this will be my kitchen and dining facility. There we go. Chaps are getting the doors stuck in. Let's have those locked open for the moment. Door locked open. Okay. Yeah, you see, I'm not convinced I've actually put that door in the right place. I think that door's in the wrong place. So let's put it on normal and see if people can get in and out. Yeah, maybe I did want to. Yes, I think I want to stick that in the door. Let's dismantle it. Take it away. I'll put a bit of wall in, and you can stick it in there. It's been a while since my last prison. I'm sure you can forgive that. Let's put that in there, and then we'll stick a door in, which is possibly just as well, given that once that's in there, nobody's getting into the in or out of anywhere. Where are we? Right, jail door. I've got one in stock. Bang it in there, please. That should do the trick. Okay, right, now that that's got an entrance, we should be able to turn that into a room, unless I've done it wrong. Can't rule that out. It's got an entrance. I'll put an entrance there, or am I? Let's. All right. Let's. Yeah. Wait. You. Come here. Look. Hold on. Look. Let's cancel that. And then. Ooh. I assure you, this will improve. Yes? No? Yes? No. Alright, go foundations again. Select the what's it. Do the thing. Right, it's already got a door. That should be adequate. And this will be the last time we get this wrong. What have we got left? 14 hours. I mean, this is the only room I actually need to be done. There you go, that looks better. Rooms, right. Let's have this as the holding cell, as previously advertised. There we go. Ah, yeah, we're going to want power and water. Gosh, the number of things that I'm not really remembering alone. Let's make a concrete block down here with both of them. Oh, cancel that and then do it again and get it right. Now, normally I wouldn't build right the way up against the wall in this fashion, because that provides a nice handy way for your convicts to work their way out without too much drama, which is obviously not what we want to do. Rather, I'd sooner keep them around for a little while, given that that's what we're being paid to do. Right, objects I'm going to need. at least one of these. Toilet. And I'll stick another jail door there. And we'll give them something to sit on. So we're going to want a bench or two. There we go. We'll spin that round. We'll give them a... What else shall I put in there? I don't want to get too carried away. After all, it's only a holding cell, so... but I was going to put something in there. What am I going to put? So let's be generous. I see. Yes, I did do that door wrong. You can rotate stuff. All right. Okay. Right. Disregard the door in the wrong place. It doesn't do anything. So dismantle that. I shall rotate it round so it has the correct facing. Right. Okay. Now down here we need to. Well, let's slow the game down a little bit. Objects and a jail door, and we'll put that on there, I guess. And then spin it round and put one here. There you go. Middle mouse button. Yes, so easily forgotten, but you know, nonetheless useful. They've got a toilet and two benches in there. Do I think I was thinking maybe put a phone in there, but it's possibly more than they require. Right, let's now also turn our attention to this, which is going to be the kitchen. I want a large jail door on that. And then we're going to need a shower block as well. Let's get that in there. I don't think we're going to be, you know, too heavily concerned with volume of prisoners to begin with. I think it's going to be more about just getting a few in and locking them up. And of course, you know, we can remodel all this stuff later. I mean, it's more of a hassle to remodel than it is to get it right in the first place. Rooms, right? Let's go. Kitchen out here. What do you think? That much? That'll do it. And then we'll canteen the rest of it. Splendid. Right. Objects. They're going to want a table. Room requirements. So it tells you in that handy box there the stuff you need in order for that room to qualify as being that room. So we've got to have a minimum of one table and a minimum of one bench, but you know, you're not going to feed many people if that's all you put in there. We also need a serving table, which we will find. Right, stick a serving table about there. And then the kitchen, of course, we're going to want a cooker and a sink and a fridge. 1 times cooker, 1 times sink, and a fridge. Now, obviously, you know, I've kind of said already, but you know, this is only a small prison to begin with. I might need a little bit more space than I'm laying out, but I think we'll be okay here. And yeah, apologies, symmetry fans, but you know, this is another one where we're not going to be too concerned about building things in a symmetrical fashion, at least to start with. You need an entrance. That's going to be my storeroom. This is going to be my power station room kind of idea. So we're going to want a power station. And I also going to want a water pump. Now, normally I'd stick those in separate locations, but at the moment we don't need to do that. Now, these I think do snap round to face in the right direction, but I'm going to say no. There we go. See, it's done. Right. So you want to, you know, you want big water pipes to kind of lead stuff around in a major way, and then smaller water pipes to lead to smaller bits, I guess. Okay. Right, so let's then hook up this sink here, and this toilet here. That'll make that happy. Oh, and we'll stick a capacitor on that. In fact, how much cash have I got left? I've got some cash left. I'll stick a couple of capacitors on that. And then we'll lay out some electrical cable. Right, let's see where that gets us. Meanwhile, we'll also get this shower room sorted out, and I'll have the entrance to that facing over there. Once that door's in, we should be able to plot that out. And I'll put a staff door on here because this is going to be the storeroom. And again, normally I would make that somewhat more secure. And now it's just a case of letting the workmen chaps get on with get on with their job. I'm going to hire another guard, and that allows me to. So as you can see over here, it's telling me what I need to. A couple of cooks. There we go, a couple of cooks. That's got that happy. So now, if I've got a shower and a yard, they're going to give me 10 grand for doing that. Because we'll have a basic operational prison going on. Marvellous. And now we've actually got the door in the right place, so much the better. Right, oh, we can lay out another couple of rooms. So this is going to be a storage room. Or is it going to be a deliveries room? No, this is a storage room. There we are. And this is going to be a shower. It's a very nicely thought out system, in my opinion. You can tell the amount of effort they've put into the game, and the time they've spent getting it right. This is probably an excessive amount of shower options here, but people be wanting showers. We'll put a nice big old drain in there, so that. Though the one thing about the showers that I always found in the past is they are somewhat prone to flooding. Right, we've got water going in there in a major way. No? Oh, you have got water. Okay, cool. They've changed up some of the icons. I'm not entirely familiar with. Okay, right. So cooks are ready to cook. Holding cell is ready to. Oh, hold on. We've got some new friends turned up. No, he's making a run for it already. Get back in there. All right. So here's my my fresh batch of prisoners. All ready to, serve out the justice that has been dispensed to them. I'm going to stick another jail door. I like to keep myself readily kind of sealed into things here. And then let's pave this bad boy. Right. And now that they're in there, they should be they'll be getting along. We'll let them out when it's time for them to have some food. That's good. None of the workmen can go anywhere unless a guard. Now that we've got prisoners on board, everybody needs guards to let them in and out of places to get stuff done. Right, let's foundation up a yard, shall we? There you go. Here should probably do the trick. In fact, do you need a foundation for a yard? I don't think you do. Rooms, yard. Cell halls or yard, right. Is it just a case of there you go, it's just a case of declaring the space a yard. I think I might put down some gravel in the yard, though, in order to, I don't know, provide something robust, I suppose. Now, I've got fog of war turned on, which basically means if I don't have a security camera, I can't see it. So there is the likelihood that nefarious activities will be going on when my attention is elsewhere. But that's what makes it interesting. Smashing. Right, so that's me having completed the first challenge, and I think that'll wrap it up for this time. Next time around, we will talk to our newfound prisoners and see exactly what's going on with them and the kind of punishment that they really should be in for, and we'll develop the yard a little bit, and we'll build some proper cells, shall we? Does that sound like something that would be a good idea? Sounds like a good idea to me. Anyway, thanks very much for tuning in. Recommendations are very much welcome. I'll be sticking with this for a couple of episodes at least. So settle in and give your feedback. Chuck us a like if you like it. You know the routine by now. If you want to stay tuned for more, hit me up with a subscribe. That's a civilized thing to do. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Cheerio.
This